I just want to talk to you guys today a little bit about Lotto with Crane. We had a little bit of confusion the last time we did one of the blades about when exactly the Crane personnel joined the Lotto. So we're just going to kind of go over that. So it is pretty important when they add their Lotto because it can control whether you can change the state of the turbine or the safety for them and moving the boom valve. So first off with that is the briefing in the morning. You guys will be able to all get on the same page. You know, the Crane guys will put out what their plan is. We'll put out what we need from our work instructions, and we have to come together, make sure everything is going to be, correct. Big part of that will be just totally drawing a blank here. Will be just two leads of the Crane lead and the Vestas lead, and then those will be the site people. We'll all have kind of a little powwow as we're all listening, making sure that everybody's happy, that the Crane will be lottoed before, or the tower will be lottoed before the Crane comes in, and we're happy that we're set up and ready to go before that happens. And I guess that's pretty much it. Just keep saying the same thing. So after the brief, we'll be out at the Crane, and so we go out there. Now the most important part really for the Lotto process, or just any part of what's going on really, will be communications between different groups. Because you have people down here going to be on tag lines, you have the Crane guys down here, and then you have a group up tower and it's getting everything ready. So like obviously on this one, they're pretty much ready to go. They got the one blade out to the side, so that means that one is ready diagonally, and you can pretty much also tell that because they're lifting, they're ready to go. But before we can get to this process, somebody's had to go up tower. They've had to make sure the Lotto was not applied yet, and then they can use the turning gear and get it ready. Now, the other day when we were getting ready to do this, kind of prematurely, they wanted to get the Lotto going before they had the turning gear rotated around to the correct position. And so yeah, the Crane guy could have stuck his lock on the box, and as far as he knows, he's good to go. But if he's got his lock on the box, either the Lotto is not applied up tower, or you're stuck. You can't do anything, right? At that point, the Lotto would be applied if you've done it correctly, and you can't move the turning gear. So you're done. So what really needs to happen is we get out to the tower. It's done the brief. We usually do like a little mini brief out at the tower too, though. Make sure everybody's good. The crew would go up and prep. They would go up there. They get the turning gear, they get everything set that they need. It would communicate down the tower, make sure everybody's happy, and then one person would apply the Lotto up tower, and they'd put the lock on. Everybody up tower would see lock is applied, and then they would hold on to the key though, and they would come down tower, get with the Crane crew, the box and the key, show them the key going into the box, and then the Crane guy can apply his Lotto lock to the box. So he knows the tower's ready, everything's positioned, it's good for him, and everything's correct. And then the tower guy will go back up tower, and they're good to go. That's when you can start communicating about actual work happening. So this would be about that point in the process. You can start the lift. These guys are up here ready to go. Now you're talking about the work and not the Lotto. That's pretty much what I got for getting ready. So the next part of it would be you're done. This blade would be up. It's connected. you've got your bolts rattled on, everything's good to go. You're ready to remove the crane. So you go ahead, you remove the crane, you get off the blade. Now, the other day, this one obviously you got another blade to go. The other day when we were out there though, just one blade. So I know a lot of times there's a lot of stuff going on, and those crane guys are breaking down all their stuff, and they're getting ready to go. So another part of the lotto is, the other day out here on the other towers, we had to cut the crane lock because they left it on there. So once the crane's down and they're safe, you really kind of try to get those crane guys to get their lock off the stuff as quickly as possible, or they'll just evaporate on you. It's not a huge deal to cut a lock, but it's some paperwork, and you have to keep buying new locks. I'm sure Mike can attest to that. And so you really want to try to get them, it's very much preferred to get them off the lotto the right way. So as soon as you can up tower, you communicate down, they're safe. They're not worried about what the tower position is or anything yet. Get somebody to come down and get their lock off that box. And it also helps you because once you're ready to get the lotto off up tower, you can do that as well. Because if you're up tower and you're happy and you still got a lock on that box, you got to wait for them. And if they've left, you got to wait for management to fill out paperwork and bring you out a pair of bolt cutters so you can remove the lock. And it's going to take you a lot more extra time. So it helps everybody to try to get it off. I think that's pretty much all I got. Pretty simple process. I just kind of wanted the confusion the last tower. Pretty much what I got.